Okay, this is it. Yeah, and I don't judge
but
people. It never occurred to me that Obama was. I just saw him as a black man. So when my family went to D.C. to celebrate the first black man being inaugurated, yeah, we cried. It felt like such a huge moment.
I knew it was bullshit because I already know what the States is about. The States has an agenda, and just because they throw you a black face, especially after Bush. Remember, we just came out of the Bush era.
Scariest era ever.
Right, and everybody was complaining about how bad Bush was as the president, so they had to come with something better. That's why they came with Obama, and they gave us the black president, and then we all thought he was like Jesus Christ, the Messiah. Not
literally,
me. I didn't think like that.
Literally,
I knew that
it was at messianic levels.
He's working with the system. He's a part of the system.
And then I think a lot of us did exactly what you said. It was enough for him to be there. He doesn't have to do all of this. It's enough that he's there. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Right, right. Actually, because you know what's so funny? When I first heard about Obama, I'd seen him on Oprah. This is when he was the governor. I was so blown away by him. Right. I was like, if this guy ever became president,
he was a senator from Illinois.
He would change the world. This is how amazing Obama was before he became whatever they made him into.
He's a state senator from Illinois.
Did he live up to your expectations?
8
years?
No.
8 years?
At first, I was like, okay. We were all like, okay. And then it just became whatever it was.
8 years?
It wasn't this. This has been crazy. Trump has been crazy. Trump has definitely, and it's interesting that Trump has revealed more white supremacists than Obama did.
That's right.
So they were scared to come out.
Yeah, right? Because it wasn't.
Was scared to come out because the president was black. They went into hiding, and then when Trump came out, they were proud and they were able to come out.
White America's scared of Black America.
Say it again.
I don't think white America's scared of Black America.
I think that's the scariest part.
No,
I think
Whites
that's
are
the
not
scariest part
Yo,
for Black
Whites are
Americans.
not scared in any country. They go in any country. They have gone in every country and dominated.
That's historic.
That's historic.
And
they went into superpower China. And
Let's talk about it. Because I also feel like just with the way police are able to run down neighborhoods where they kill each other, how come nobody goes after, like, the man, supposedly? Nobody ever goes after the man. People are at home with their guns, and they never go after the man.
You know what?
Anyways.
America's all messed up, man.
The gangsters,
Being home with guns.
they're quick to shoot their boy on the street, but when
That's what I'm saying.
when they really need you, they're like, I don't know, I don't want to go to jail.
Well, now there's gonna be a flipping civil war. Are these guys gonna have guns? Are these guys gonna be ready?
Yo, if you're telling me to believe that Trump is a racist, I'm going to think the opposite. Because I know how this thing works. It's all a brainwashing game. I don't know Trump, and Trump has never actually come out and said that he's a racist guy. Never, ever said that. The media tries to spin on it like this guy's a racist. I think Trump is exposing a lot of these guys that are in the White House and the higher up guys.
Okay, let's talk about it.
And they don't want that.
Let's talk
so
about
they're
it.
going to try to discredit this guy.
Have you guys heard of, I don't know if they're called QAnon?
Yeah.
Okay.
The conspiracy theory.
Yeah, exactly. So they believe that Trump is exposing all of the pedophilia, all of that stuff,
He has to.
right? Emptying the swamp and stuff like that. So these guys go hard for Trump.
So, okay, if you're proud to be Trinidadian, Guyanese, proud to be Canadian, proud to be white, proud to be black, proud to be Chinese, if he's proud to be white, right? Donald Trump. Grown up, proud to be a white man, whatever, in America. Something wrong with that?
No.
Being proud? No.
No.
Something wrong with wanting your name on a building?
Okay, wait.
Wouldn't you want your name on a
wait.
building?
Okay, wait.
nothing
You're
wrong
mixing
with
up a lot of different things.
No, I'm just
Now, when it
saying-
comes to his name on a building, I agree with Sean. They took the man's name off of a building. You could never take my name off of no building. I'm telling you that. I'm showing you that right now.
yeah,
You can never take my name off of no building. Do you know what it takes to get your name on a building?
Right, exactly.
That kind of disrespect, I didn't rate any of that stuff. I didn't understand how they're getting away with that stuff still.
right.
He was the president of the United States.
Yes.
So that was outrageous
No
to me.
kidding.
That was outrageous to me.
You know some of these statues that they pulled down?
Yes.
Okay? Like I know historically.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say,
slavery,
Sean. You're trying to
this,
say that white people have a right to be proud the
Okay.
same way black people have a right to be
because,
proud.
Okay.
Which is fine.
When they
However,
had the blacks as slaves, okay,
yes.
and yes, they didn't treat them the way properly. They didn't, right? They didn't give them proper housing, whatever. They're still not. They're still not giving proper housing to poor black people, are they? But they'll take a job at McDonald's instead of going to school. No. They'll take a quick money selling drugs.
Who is this they? Are we talking about this is your idea of black people?
I'm not afraid. I'm just speaking.
Wow.
I'm speaking on the fact that when you look at America and the divide in America and the protests that are going on in America, the looting that is going on in America, not all of it is black. A lot of it is white as well. You see a lot of white people saying Black Lives Matter too. A lot of white people over there, right? But at the end of the day, that black person, they don't what? They're going to integrate with the whites over there in America, you think? Do you think that's ever going to happen? That there's going to be a mulatto nation ever? A mulatto strictly? Never.
What is Sean saying? I don't know what Sean is saying.
I don't know what Sean's saying either.
I'm just talking.
I feel like, okay.
I feel like the world is pretty. I feel like there are some cities in the States that are fairly multicultural. Yeah.
So where you do have black people integrating with white people. Yeah. So it's not like it's completely segregated.
Yeah.
I think what's unfortunate is kind of like our idea of ourselves. Yeah. And it's so funny because I brought this up with Pete earlier. So I was watching Dr. Umar on Nick Cannon's Nick Cannon class. It was really good, right?
I like him.
One of the things that he was talking about was like our reluctance to work together.
Yeah.
Because of what blackness means.
Let's look at what everybody else does when they come to America. When the Chinese show up, when the Arabs show up, when the European Jew shows up, when the Mexican shows up, the Latino shows up,
they was already here.
They do, right? But the first thing they do is they create a political, economic barricade around their interests.
Right.
The minute they land, they're not trying to integrate or participate.
Facts.
They're trying to accumulate.
Yeah.
They're not trying to integrate or participate. They want to accumulate. Right. So
they always
most major
say America
cities
is an ATM machine.
Absolutely. Most cities have a Chinatown.
Right.
Most cities have a Little Italy.
Yeah.
Most cities have a Jewish community.
Yeah.
Most cities have a Latino community.
Yeah.
Right. Even in Philadelphia, where I live, we're seeing Cambodian communities, Arab communities.
Yeah.
Everybody got a town of their own in most major cities, but there's no black town in America at all. Part of that is due to the psychological homelessness that slavery bred into black folks.
Right.
We are ashamed about being black, hence unapologetically African.
Right.
We don't want to be black. In other words, the one thing that becomes a positive weapon for most cultures,
right,
okay, is actually a weakness for black people.
Right.
Because since our blackness has been the source of so much of our pain in America, the last thing we want to do is rally around it in order to solve our problems.
Right.
But there is no solution outside of group work. There is no solution outside of teamwork. Any solution we come up with must be implemented systematically by way of the group.
So I feel like even what Sean is saying, and Sean's examples of blackness, working at McDonald's, selling drugs, like that's really, this is where we are though. This is how we feel about ourselves. This is how we feel about ourselves. This is how we feel about ourselves. This is how we feel about ourselves.
I'm a black man, right?
Aren't you? Okay, sorry, what race are you?
I'm 6 nationalities, 6 different cultures.
Okay, tell us.
6
Break it
different
down.
bloodlines.
Break it down.
Italian, Portuguese,
Those are all cultures,
Chinese.
not color.
So whatever bloodlines are in my system has got me out to look like this.
Yes.
Right? So I don't, now that I've grown up,
Okay,
I've
so I
acknowledged all
heard
of them.
Italian, Portuguese.
Yeah, so I had
Chinese.
Italian friends.
I didn't hear African. Where's the African?
So what I'm saying is that I respect other cultures.
Yeah.
About especially organizations.
Yeah.
In other cultures more than in the black cultures. When
Why?
it comes to getting together. When it comes to unification. Right? I've seen it. I've seen it.
He's definitely
I've seen it.
his opinion.
I've seen it in
I
my
just
own
wanna see
neighborhood.
if it's
I've seen it in my own
justified.
neighborhoods, right?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, just say in the drug business, right? If one guy sees another guy getting bigger than the other, instead of helping him or instead of supporting him, he wants to bring him down. He wants to rob him. He wants to take what he's built up.
This is Canada you're talking about? Canada.
Okay, but these are just generalizations too, because of course there are drug families that have come up together, working together.
Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
there are white drug gangs that have
Okay.
thrown each other
So-
down out of jealousy.
It's
I mean,
already
like, come
proven
on.
fact.
None of this stuff is race related,
So
Bob.
what I mean, okay, so when you talk about the black on black violence that goes on in the States or in Canada
Yeah.
with the Somalis, for example,
Yeah.
right? The Somalis,
Okay,
the gangs,
listen.
the Somali gangs.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
We know they're all out there.
Okay.
How many rappers or how many gang-related killings
Hold on one sec, Jay.
have been Somalis in
Yeah,
the
but
last
that's not because of
2
the color.
years?
That's
No, I'm
because
just saying. I'm just
you're
saying.
grouping together
I'm
because
just
you
saying.
have a
But they
similar
don't.
culture.
They divide them. They divide them, right? Neighborhood to neighborhood, right? They divide them. No, Smoke Dog was in one neighborhood, right? He was killed by another guy from another neighborhood. No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're divided.
Okay. Listen.
Charity, I'm on TV right now. Because I wanted to know what's going on.
Wow. See what happens when you listen?
Yeah, exactly.
Today, so I follow I've read and like pay attention to, maybe observe, I don't know how to say it because I don't want to say it, it's not my religion. However, 48 Laws of Power, have you guys read it, Robert Greene?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Right?
I'll see you in a bit.
Okay,
I'll
law
find
number
out.
4,
But I gotta go to Yahoo.
always
You know
say
how
less
it
than
takes-
necessary. So I was just watching that, and I love that because it's true. But one of the things that it said today, because I just so happened to, was like, let somebody talk.
Yes,
And they'll
yes,
reveal
yes,
themselves.
yes,
so I
yes,
was
yes.
glad that I let Sean talk, because Sean is just saying it all right now. Sean is saying it all. Sean is saying, no, you're not rambling
You
at
know
all.
what?
You're being very
I
clear.
noticed the
I'm just
last-
so surprised by your position.
I noticed the last couple of shop talks.
Yes.
I've been in the background. I haven't.
No.
I have been. I've watched the shows and I've seen. I only got a couple of minutes here and there, and I've seen a lot of guys in here getting their opinions in for at least 15, 10, 20
That
minutes.
is not true.
So now I want to stand up while I'm in the shop and get my point across that I dislike the world right now and the divide in the world right now, and that I think that it's going to take an earthquake or a big, like the COVID thing, to bring people back together. And like you said, unite under a small business. You know, unite with your brother. Take $1 from each one of
That's
us.
what I'm going to say. What's it going to
Make
take for
5.
you to be proud of the black community? That's what I want to know.
Joint ventures, you know?
I'm doing a joint venture.
Okay, so you starting one, we're starting one.
Okay.
And we're not even calling colors to come in. We'll have different cultures come into our shop.
Yeah.
You know, and work. It doesn't have to be just a black run and black, everybody's working. No, you can have a white guy in here, you can have an Asian, whatever. Whoever does the job good, we're taking it.
For sure.
Right? But we're embracing whatever we can embrace that is willing to come and be embraced.
I just want to change your views about the black community.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
Me too. I'm more hurt. I'm more hurt.
What are you feeling from me? My words? Or is it because I'm speaking my mind?
No, you can say what you want to say. I'm proud of my community. I'm proud of the black community. It can have improvements like any other community, but it's growing. It's not getting worse. I'm a kind of optimist when I look at it. I see it getting better. I see wealth growing. I see people educating themselves a lot more. I do see people working with each other more.
Yeah.
It just takes time. I used to always have a theory. It takes. If we were enslaved for 400 years, it's going to take 400 years to unslave our mentality.
Right?
It doesn't work overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. And part of it, it's the self-hate. The self-hate, the self-doubt.
It was taught, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
Yeah. Did you hear about Trudeau saying Canada is going to stand guard for the Canadian election?
no.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
did
for
he
the
say?
American election.
Oh, just
Sorry.
in case? What do you mean?
Yeah,
stand guard?
exactly. So Canada
Be
is
prepared
on
for
guard. Yeah.
anything that got civil war
Exactly.
happen out there. So.
What?
Well, they should. They should keep their eye on what's going on down south because it could easily spill over here.
I didn't think it was that crazy.
Oh, you know, the only real war that America's ever lost is against Canada.
There you go. That's what I heard. Trying to joke. We can't beat America. We're not beating America this time. The most we can do is protect ourselves. Yeah,
Beat
exactly.
them with love and friendship and harmony.
Yeah, there's no,
You know?
there's
We're gonna
nothing
live
else.
under one roof. We're gonna get everybody to live under one roof.
Yeah, the rich
You know?
people are going to be running here.
Even our
That's what's going to
landlord, even our
happen.
landlord, our white landlord,
Yeah.
that we stayed in loyal to for 12 years, basically sold the building under our feet. Basically saying that, oh, if somebody comes and buys this place, they can put you on and say we're going to renovate, and we got no business no more.
Yeah.
So God willing, they sent us across the street.
Yeah.
God willing, we're going to be still able to operate, even with this man's treachery. Treachery, man. Against
That's your white brethren. That's
My-
the way your white
no,
brethren work.
because-
That's what. So now you're black.
no.
So now you're black.
But I can choose.
Yeah. Holy.
Trudeau saying. Did you hear that Trudeau was saying Canada should stand guard for the American election?
I don't understand what that statement means.
It's like a call to arms. It's like basically
What does that
It's
mean?
basically what Trump said. Stand back, stand by.
Is he gonna send us some guns
Stand
or
back,
something?
stand by.
Is Trudeau gonna send us some guns?
Or who
protect the
knows what
borders?
it is? Who knows what it is? I guess he's saying if Trump refuses to leave,
Yo.
Canada's gonna join forces with the Democratic Party to forcibly remove Trump.
Yo, listen, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved in none of that foolishness. These stupid little subliminal messages that they're trying to set out there, like stand guard, stand back. Yo, listen, I have bills to pay here. I know hydro is coming up next month. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that I focus on, not these stupid little friggin' little footnotes.
what do they call it? Dog whistling?
Yeah.
Dog whistling. Right? It is. I know, exactly. I feel like they're stoking something that's not even really there. Yeah.
Listen, America is.
He says he's not going to leave. What do you mean he says he's
I was
not going
telling
to
my
leave?
dad the other day, I go, you know what? For a period of time, I didn't think I was going to experience anything like historical in my life.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my parents went through Vietnam War,
Yeah, yeah.
disco, like all these
Yeah.
big, huge things, you know? And an assassination of a president, all this
Yeah,
kind of shit.
Malcolm X.
And I'm sitting there during the 80s, 90s, not a peep, nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden, you get a black president. And then all of a sudden, we living in a pandemic.
Right?
And then all of a sudden, you have this big ass, we'll say, wannabe racist president in America. Then we're watching empire fall right in front of our eyes.
Right?
Like Rome, Greece, you know, like that will happen in the Bible. That's going to be historical. Like I mean,
This is it. It does feel like biblical times. Are we going to see the fall of
I'm
America?
going to be able to tell my grandchild, yo, this is what happened. They're going to talk about us in school.
It's true. It's true. My daughter even said that.
They're
Yeah.
going to teach what's going on right now
Yeah.
in school
Yeah.
for the next 100 years.
That's why there's war right now in Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
There's war going on, right? Because the world is turning.
Yeah.
There's always one in the world.
But now it's going to trickle over. It's going to trickle over.
Will it?
I think it will. I mean,
But he's right. And
it's going to
it's.
be a different war. It's
Yeah.
going to be a civil war maybe in the States, right? A civil war in the United States nowadays is not just a couple of guys with handguns
No, I know.
and spears and what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean spears.
Yeah. No, those little
But you know
bayonets.
what I mean?
Bayonets.
Bro,
The bayonets.
Black
bro,
people in America are going to have the spares, right?
bro, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's no. It's not gonna be cops with billy clubs. You know, back in the '60s when they.
It's gonna be, you know what, though, realistically, it's gonna be
Civil War.
very, very difficult for America to have a civil war because the country's too well armed. There's too many citizens to have access to guns freely. I can't really see it. It end up they would kill off more people.
My grandmother was saying that a militia though attempted to kidnap some Democratic governor. What happened
the
with that?
The governor of Michigan.
What the heck? What? Did you hear that? No, but did you hear what he said?
This is America we're talking about, though, Niece.
I know, but this is
regular
just
thing.
this is
Remember they blew up-
outrageous.
Do you guys remember? You remember who's the guy that blew up the federal building with all the kids in it again?
Oh, yeah.
Tom McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah, Timothy McVeigh.
Do you remember Waco, Texas?
Yeah.
You remember all these things in the States? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This is a normal.
Bye,
take care,
thank
Mike.
you.
This is normal stuff in the States. Don't be alarmed and surprised. This is what happens. And you know what? There's more stuff going on in the States than they report anyways. There's tons of stuff that we don't hear about.
Yeah.
It's whatever they decide, you know what? Let's share this with the people though. Because we're trying to stray them in a certain direction, right? So we'll put this out there Just like the cops killing black guys, that's been going on forever.
Yeah.
But until they start reporting it and saying, okay, you know what happened this week? This guy got killed.
Yeah, until
the
they
narrative.
give the context.
So
yeah.
They're controlling,
Yeah.
we're like the sheep to the...
Yeah. So
you gotta
you're
be
saying
careful.
it's always been this. It's just now they're choosing
100%.
to highlight certain things for their own narrative.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can go to any state right now. I'm sure there's something going on in that state that should be reported that doesn't get reported. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't fit in with what's going on right now. It's like music, right? It's like the music industry. There's a certain type of hip hop that's good right now. The old school stuff. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to hear this new hip hop. So I'm saying, and it's the exact same thing with the media. Thank you for watching another episode of Shop Talk. Please remember to press that subscribe button down at the bottom. Peace.
I did it.